happy you can come back to my next video. We're gonna continue on the Rose of 1,000 Petals. It's from Geronimo Stilton. If you guys want to see my next part, then please give me a subscribe and a like if you haven't, and ring that bell. And we're gonna make another one after. Okay. The Rose of 1,000 Petals. At last, we had reached the kingdom of the fairies. I was so excited I felt like squeaking. Instead, I listened to the music box chimming. It trilled out the musical note B. The diamonds on the music box lit up with a pure white light. A plant magically appeared. It blossomed into a beautiful white rose with 1,000 petals. In the center of the rose appeared to be the map of the kingdom of the fairies. Here's the rose, I think. Here's the map. We'll see the map later. The kingdom of the fairies. Color, violet, gem, diamond, metal, silver, musical note B. Queen, blossom of the flower, the white queen, the lady of happiness, she who brings harmony and peace. Royal palace, crystal castle, guardian of the kingdom, no one. In the kingdom of the fairies, there is no need to defend oneself because no one ever offends anyone. Currency of the kingdom. Magical flooring. Spoken language. Fairies. History of its inhabitants. The whole fairy comes from the Latin fatum, which means destiny. In Gaelic, fairies are called Dayon Ct, which means people of the hills. They sail on white boats in the shape of swans. They are talented dancers and their long fills hearts with joy. They weave the rays of the sun and the moon on precious looms made of gold. They nourish themselves with the perfume of the flowers. They can read thoughts and communicate without words. The kingdom of fairies. Well, here we are. Here it says door to the kingdom. And here you can tell what this is. Does anyone know what this is? I think you'll learn this in grade 2. Up is north. This is south. This is west, I think, and I think this is east. I don't know. So you have 1, the Rose of 1,000 Petals. That's where we are right now. 2 is Glittering Lake. See, 2. Here's the Glittering Lake. And you have number 22. You want to know what the castle's name is? Crystal Castle. 21 is, let me see if I can find 21. Is the Gazeboo of Love, I think. That's what it said. Anyway, let's continue. The Fountain of Youth. We followed the map to the Fountain of Youth. It was a magical waterfall surrounded by golden rocks. According to the legend, anyone who drank its water became young again. I thought about what it was like to be a baby mouselet. Before I took my first paw step, before I learned how to squeak, before I'd read my newspaper from cover to cover, I must have been bored out of my fur. Plus, as a baby, I couldn't even enjoy a nice slice of my favorite yummy cheddar pizza. I was stuck drinking my cheese from a bottle. I don't think I'd like to be young again, I said, patting my fur. I like me just the way I am, whiskers and all. Kingfisher nodded, stroking his white beard. I'm with you, Knight, he laughed. The Valley of the Blue Unicorns. We began walking again. Before long, we reached the Valley of the Blue Unicorns. I saw a horse with a blue fur and a silver horn on its forehead. It's a unicorn, I squeaked excitedly. Hello, my name is Quicksilver, he said. Have you come to save the Queen of the Fairies? If so, you must hurry. Cackle, the Queen of the Witches, is on her way. Scribblehopper sighed. Sir Knight, I don't think I can hop another step, he said with a yawn. The others nodded in agreement. Quicksilver seemed to understand. With a nod of his head, he summoned the other unicorns who lived in the valley. We'll take you there. Get on our backs, he said. Each member of the Order of the Fairy Queen climbed up on a unicorn. The unicorns had such wonderful names. There was Blue Arrow, Swift Wind, Golden Hoof, Bushy Tail, Wings of Breeze, Fine Horn, Fluffy Cloud, and Magical Mane. Which one of these would you want? I think I would want, I would want Blue Arrow. So if you want to read about unicorns, you can pause the video and read the legend. So you can pause the video now and try reading the legend. I climbed onto Quicksilver and we took off. We crossed through the pretty shade plain, then we headed through Flowery Mountain. It felt like I was in the middle of the world's biggest florist shop. Near the house of the sun and the moon, we spotted another beautiful sight. Flocks of nightingales soared overhead. Nightingale with a silver voice, house of the sun and the moon, Prigus the winged horse. So here's the bird. Here's the house of the sun and the moon, and here's Pegasus the winged horse. Just then I saw a white horse flying in the sky. It was Pegasus. Do you know who he is? He is a horse with wings. I was still watching the horse when I noticed something else in the sky. It was a mysterious green fog. It filled the air. I wondered what it could be, but there was no time to think about it. We had reached sweet smelling woods. I thanked Quicksilver. Then I hopped off his back. Thank you, my friend. Here's a picture of Geronimo thanking Quicksilver. See? Thank you, my friend. The mysterious green fog. The sun was setting just as we reached Crystal Castle, too bad I could barely see my own whiskers. No, I wasn't going blind. The mysterious green frog was getting thicker and thicker. Suddenly, I noticed a speck of blinking light fluttering in front of me. Past night, oh your nightliness, a little voice called. A firefly rested on my paw. Hope I didn't blind you with my light, someone. Sometimes I don't know my own voltage. The firefly chirped. I am Blanket. I just wanted to warn you about the green frog, the firefly blanket. It is a spell cast by the cackle. It has spread throughout the kingdom of the fairies. I was confused. A spell? I muttered. Cackle? Blanket explained that one night when the moon was full, the queen of the witches stirred up an evil potion in her cauldron made of 1,000 rare ingredients. Holy cheese, so that's what I had seen boiling in the cauldron near Cackle's throne. It was the mysterious green fog. Blanket listed the ingredients: white bat wings, sand viper scales, vampire teeth, mandrake root. A mandrake is something you can see in the second movie of Harry Potter. They're plants that scream, and if you hear it, you faint. Tarantula scales, vampire teeth, mandrake root, tarantula legs. Tarantula is like something real, I don't know. What a complicated recipe. I guess Cackle was into gourmet poisons. The green fog has surrounded Crystal Castle, Blanket continued. Blossom, the queen of the fairies, has fallen into a deep sleep. This is the green fog surrounds Crystal Castle. So the green on the bottom of the castle is the fog. Okay. Blossom, the queen of the fairies, has fallen into a deep sleep. And here's what it says. Cackle, the queen of the witches. This is the mysterious green fog. All of the fairies in the kingdom have fallen asleep with her. But now you can save her night. I tried to explain that I wasn't the knight, but as usual, I didn't get far. Don't be silly, Knight, Blanket cried, flapping her wings. Of course you are. Why else would you travel all the way here? Only a knight would be so kind and brave. Well, I couldn't argue with the kind part. I am a gentle mouse, but I thought I'd keep quiet about the brave thing. After all, I was once frightened by my own shadow. To show my kindness, I asked Blanket to join us. She agreed immediately. Long live the order of the Fairy Queen, we shouted together. If you want, here it says, a knight in shining armor. You want to read what it says? Okay, so you can pause the video and read this if you want. The trolls are coming. At that moment, I noticed the smell. No, it wasn't just any old smell. It was a horrible, disgusting, putrid smell. It was worse than a bucket of moldy mozzarella. It was worse than rancid fish. I have no idea what that means. It was worse than my cousin Trap's stinky socks. Do you know him? He's not big on bathing. That's the stench of the trolls, Blanket said. Beware of the trolls. They'll do anything for the queen of the witches. T as in terrible. R as in rude. O as in oh, how disgusting. L as in loud-mouthed, L as in lodestone. So that's why they call it trolls. There's a meaning of all the letters. The trolls. Color none, gem none, musical note none. King, the trolls do not have a king, only a chief. Horde of the destroyer, king of lice, emperor of fleas, lord of spit, governor of scabs, he who does not wash even once a year. Which means, imagine you washed once a year, you would be stinky. Well, maybe. But this troll doesn't even wash once a year. Royal palace, none. They live in underground caves that are filthy and smelly, but that's how they like them. Guardian, none. Trolls rely only on themselves. Currency, none. Trolls trade instead. Spoken language, trolley. They do not have a written language. History of Trib. According to Nordic legends, trolls could be small or gigantic, but they are always extremely ferocious and gluttons for fresh meat. They hibernate for centuries, and when they awake, they are in terrible moods. Trolls are brutal creatures that hardly ever wash and have disgusting habits. They also have a bizarre sense of honor and are extremely curious. The only thing they are afraid of is the light of the sun, which immediately transforms them into stone statues. The tribe of the trolls. Okay, if you want to continue, we'll continue on another video. We are going to stop here. And if you want to see my next video, please look out for our next one. And remember, ring the bell for notifications and always subscribe and give a like. If you haven't, goodbye. See you on my next video.